Going on, everybody? This is Sports Zone Media with your hosts Ernie and Justin. How you doing, buddy?
Well, all right. How about you?
I'm doing all right. It's the weekend, Friday night, and we're just a couple days away from some AFC, NFC championship games, brother.
Yep.
This week we had some really good games. We had the who was it?
Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, Chiefs and Bills. That was a really good game. Texans and Ravens. That was a good game till
Until the end.
yeah
The Ravens started
the
running away with.
halftime. What was it? Tied up at halftime, huh? It
I think
was
so, yeah.
it was close either way, but after halftime, Ravens just blew the Texans away. Um, 49ers and Packers. That was a really good game. Really,
I didn't expect it to be that good of a game.
I think the Niners really should have lost that game,
I do too. I do too. I mean
but
they're a kick away from OT.
yeah, yeah. And then the Lions and then the Bucks.
That was a very good game.
Yeah, that was a decent game as well. The Lions in the NFC Championship game playing the 49ers. And then you got the Chiefs versus the Ravens in the AFC
Yep.
this week. Ravens and Chiefs play Sunday, 3 o'clock our time, Central Time. Um, that's going to be a good game. Uh, and then you got the 49ers and Lions at 6 o'clock our time, I believe.
Yep. Might be
So,
6:30.
yeah, something like that. So, um, your predictions for Lions and 49ers, who you got?
That one is the one I'm really like on the fence with. It
Yeah,
can go either way. I think
mhm,
it's a big thing that it's in the Bay,
yeah,
because Ford Field has been rocking the last couple of weeks. So I think it's a big advantage
mhm.
to be playing in San Fran. Debo Samuel, he
He's
is a
active.
big factor. He
He's
is
active.
active,
Yes,
but how
right, right. Is
how
he going to
much
be a
is
decoy?
how good exactly? That's
You
my
know,
thing.
here's the thing too. You got to think about Jared Goff played in L.A. before he got traded, so maybe it won't.
Yeah, but
Well, maybe it won't affect him as much as people think.
well, yeah, but the 49ers have such a good fan base. I think that's gonna I
Yeah,
I I, I want the Lions to win, but the 49ers are so good at jumping out to an early lead
yeah,
and like making you play catch up.
right.
The Lions lose if they run into that situation. If the Lions can answer back immediately, like we've seen before from the Lions, then I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, I mean,
But but I'm picking the 49ers because I just think they're a better team. I think the Lions could easily win though, and I want the
yeah,
Lions to win.
yeah. I think the Lions win, and I probably should go with the Niners because the NFL script writers are probably predicting the Niners and Ravens because of the Super
I don't,
Bowl logo. I don't know if you've seen any
you're a
stuff about
believer.
that.
I'm not. You're a believer. I'm not a believer in that.
I'm telling you right now, if the 49ers and the Ravens go to the Super Bowl, the NFL is completely scripted. You can't tell me otherwise.
There's no
Three
way.
three straight years, the Super Bowl logos have been the team colors. That's a little.
If it is scripted, I hope it is, because next year's has black and gold in it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yep.
So that right there shows you that it's not scripted, because if it was, the Saints would be in it next year.
Hey, you never know. Derek Carr go off next year, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Trade
maybe.
Michael Thomas, draft Brian Thomas.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah,
But the next game is what I'm really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to the Ravens Chiefs. I
yeah.
think the Ravens I think the Ravens are gonna beat the Chiefs.
I tell you what, though, man. If this wasn't Patrick Mahomes, I would take the Ravens any day of the week. But I think you got to give the edge to Mahomes and the Chiefs. And I know their offense hasn't been the greatest this year, but Mahomes is Brady 2.0 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, he had
I don't know.
in
I'm going
seven
with the Ravens.
seasons. Yeah, I mean, I understand that Lamar's been
Six,
great this year.
six as a starter. Six as a starter. You got to remember that.
Yeah, yeah, well, yeah. You got to realize in 7 seasons, Patrick Mahomes has won 17. Let's see, he has he's played in 17 playoff
He has
games.
2 playoff losses, and they're both to Tom Brady. I don't know what just happened.
Is it your birthday? That, no, he has three, huh? He has three
Uh-huh.
because he lost to Burrow.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
So in 7 years, he's played 17 games in the playoffs. That's equivalent to the Cardinals 17 games in the playoffs in 104 seasons.
Yeah,
That's insane.
it is.
Yeah.
Um, but for me, I'm not going off of previous years. I'm going off the roster they have this year. I think the Ravens win. I think the Ravens are the best team in the NFL. I think their defense is going to have an answer.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't think I
dangerous.
think
Yeah.
because if I'm the Ravens, I'm doing everything I can. I'm double teaming Rashid Rice because he's their offense right now. He really is.
Yeah.
And I'm loading the box against Pacheco.
Yeah. I mean, they have several weapons. They could run it with Pacheco. They could, have Kelsey do some curls, some ins, some outs, you know, screens. I mean, you got Rashid Rice, who's been a dog all year this year.
He's really
He's
good after the
yeah,
catch.
yeah. I mean, he's been their number one besides Kelsey. I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough. I mean, this is Patrick Mahomes we're talking about. I mean, whether the defense, whether the Ravens have a good defense or not, I mean, it's gonna be hard to stop Mahomes. I think whether even if it's a home game for the Ravens.
Yeah.
I mean,
But but
but I do think the Ravens do have an advantage being at home.
yes. But
I mean, it's
I
huge.
Baltimore's going to get pressure on Mahomes.
Yeah. Well, Mahomes is healthy though, so I mean, Mahomes he could check down, he could throw it deep, he can run it if he needs to. I mean, but you look at who he's facing. He's facing possibly the MVP of the year in Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Jackson makes if Lamar Jackson does not make any crazy decisions Sunday, the Ravens could very well win. I mean, it could go to OT possibly. Really,
Yeah. So who's your pick?
I'm taking the Chiefs.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a blowout. I think whoever wins is going to win. I want to say like by 3 points. It's
Yeah, I
gonna be
think
close.
yeah.
I don't.
I think
I really don't think it's gonna be a high score game because both defenses really are pretty good. I mean, you got the Ravens. Obviously, is a little better, but the Chiefs defense has been solid all year. They've had some
yeah,
hiccups, but they've been pretty solid compared to years past.
yeah.
So,
I
you
mean,
know,
very true. There's no telling what can end up happening.
yeah,
But I think it's going to be a Ravens 49ers Super Bowl.
yeah, I'm telling you, if that happens, it's scripted, bro.
No, they're the best two teams.
Yeah, I mean,
They're just
yeah,
the best two all year. Just like last year, the best two teams all year made it, the Eagles and
mhm.
Chiefs.
Yeah, that was great. That was a great game.
That was one of the best Super Bowls I've watched in a long time.
Yeah.
Besides
Speaking
probably
of
when the Saints won the Super Bowl.
yeah, speaking of the Eagles, real quick, um, has Jason Kelsey announced that he is retiring officially?
Um, I don't think he's officially retired yet,
Officially,
but
but
I mean,
he should.
Yeah, he's
right?
gonna retire.
Yeah,
I'm almost positive.
yeah. He's getting up there.
Yeah, I think he's 36,
36. Yeah,
and he's playing a position you get hit every single play.
yeah. That's gotta be tough, man.
Do you want to get into the head coaching changes?
Yeah, yeah. So our picks for Sunday are we both. Well, you have the 49ers and I have the Lions, and you have the Ravens and I have the Chiefs.
We need let's make a bet out of it.
Okay,
All
what?
right. If the 49ers and the Ravens win,
Hmm.
the only way that this happens is both the teams that we pick win.
Right.
So if the 49ers and Ravens win, you shave your head completely, like buzz cut it. And if the Lions and Chiefs win, I'll do the same.
Well, you were supposed to do that last year, and
Yeah,
you
I
never
know.
did.
I know, but now we got to do it because now we're on the internet.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
You know what? We'll talk about it this
We might do
weekend.
it. We,
We'll find
we
a
might do it for
wager
the
for the
Super Bowl. How about that?
yeah, we'll find a wager for the Super Bowl. It doesn't have to just be the head shaving. We can do something else, but
Yeah, yeah,
we'll figure something to do and we'll video it and probably put it on either shorts or make a short little video out of it.
yeah. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
So with
But
the head
what
coach,
I really want to get into is the coaching changes. Because I really thought that to me, yeah, I know about Jim Harbaugh, but the biggest thing to me was I really thought Atlanta was going to end up with Bill Belichick.
yeah. Now
So
they're
when they
saying
signed,
Belichick isn't even going to coach this year,
I know.
which is crazy. I mean,
Well, the two top spots that I thought that possibly Belichick could land are now taken with Jim Harbaugh and with Raheem Morris,
oh, the Falcons, yeah,
the Falcon. Yeah, he
yeah.
was the Rams defensive coordinator. I can't remember if his last name was Morris or not, but I'm
Has
pretty
it?
sure that's his,
Has anybody got the job in Seattle yet?
no,
So really, it's just the Commanders and Seattle that's left for head coaching jobs.
Panthers.
No, they hired the
You're
Buccaneers
right.
OC,
Yeah, yeah, they did yesterday. Huh?
which I think is a great signing for Bryce Young because in the past 2 years he developed Geno Smith back into his form, and then last year with Baker,
Baker.
and Baker had a great year last year or this year really. So
Uh, I don't think it. I think that's a decent hire. Seattle, I have no clue what they're gonna end up doing.
yeah, I don't know.
And same with Washington is attractive because for one, they have the number two overall pick, which I think they use on Drake May if Caleb Williams gets taken one. Um,
But why is he really that good to draft at two? Here's the thing, like yeah, you need a quarterback.
he's got a lot of potential. He's
I'll tell
got a
you
lot of
what,
potential.
I would, I would,
If I'm the Commanders, I'm trying to trade up to one, give the Bears my second pick,
mm,
and maybe give them a player with it and an
yeah,
additional pick, a
because
future pick.
especially if Chicago ain't gonna draft Williams. You
Right,
know,
that's
if
what I'm
you
saying.
could go back at two, draft uh Harrison or Bowers or whoever you want at two and
Well,
get another player.
if they drop down at two, they could make another deal and go back even further. The
Yeah,
Bears are in a great position right now because they had the
yeah,
ninth pick as well,
hmm, yeah,
either the eighth or ninth. I can't. I
yeah,
think it's the ninth.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I'm
But
looking
yeah,
forward to see what they do.
yeah,
Maybe we can live stream a little bit of the NFL draft this year because I think this year's gonna have a lot of trades in it.
oh
People
yeah,
trading up, trading down. I think the Bears trade down for the number one pick unless they're blown away by Williams, the combine and private workouts and all that,
yeah,
and pro day. I don't know. There's a lot of directions that the Bears could go. But as far as the head coaching, I think the Commanders are a really, really interesting place. If I'm a head coach, I'm interested. They have the most cap space in the NFL. They have
the number 2 pick.
the number two pick.
Yeah, they have
And they have a
Julio.
good defense.
Yeah, yeah. They have some weapons. They have
Well, their
they
their
have
defense was actually bad this year, I'm pretty sure.
yeah. It
But
wasn't.
on paper, they
Yeah,
have the athletes.
yeah,
My thing is Sam Howell could still be a good quarterback.
yeah. He just kind of had some turnover issues towards the end. But
Yeah.
other than that, he had
That
a,
his first year kind of reminded me of Allen's first couple of years, Josh Allen.
yeah. I mean, you have Scary Terry as a wideout. What's his
D-
name? Dotson.
Jahan Dotson.
Dotson. I know the other guy's name. They have Antonio Gibson at running back. Who else at running back?
Brian Robinson.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking about. Another wideout. I can't think of his name. Curtis Samuel.
Yeah, they
He's
do have.
on.
He's been kind of a letdown since they signed him. They signed him to a
Yeah,
pretty big contract over from
yeah.
Carolina.
And
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff that can happen with the Commanders. Seattle's interesting too because I could see them. I keep seeing a lot of people saying they might pick like Bo Nix, let him sit under Geno a year or two. I don't know.
I
I think
don't
a lot
know.
of
I
the
mean,
I think it will depend on who they hire
I think
and
I
how
really
they see.
think I really think Seattle likes Drew Lock. I really do. I mean the
Dang, I forgot all about Drew Lock.
yeah the games where he played this year, he did. I mean, he did fine. I mean, you know, it's not like he did bad.
But can Drew Lock really get you a championship?
Yeah, that's true.
That's the question. Like, I'm not trying to hate on Drew Lock, but
No, yeah,
everybody's trying to win a championship. That's the goal.
yeah,
So, is that somebody you see who can help you win a championship as soon
yeah.
as possible?
I mean, you look at Brock Purdy. I don't know if you saw the rumors about that in the offseason. Uh,
What?
Supposedly Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers reached out to Tom Brady to see if he would unretire to be the quarterback, and Purdy was sit out. I mean, not nothing against Purdy, but this is Tom Brady we're talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's a lot of different interesting directions that a lot of these teams can go.
Yeah, but yeah,
What?
like
Go ahead.
what'd you say?
What else? What else is there to talk about Jim Harbaugh?
Oh, I mean, I think it's a great hire for Justin Herbert.
I didn't think that he was leaving Michigan. I don't know why I thought that.
I had a sense. I mean, I heard at least 2 or 3 times where Michigan offered him a deal, and I mean, usually when you hear
I,
reports
I
of
want to say they offered him the biggest contract to be the highest paid college coach.
it was about 12 and a half, I believe, a year,
Yeah, I heard 10 years, 125. And
and
my biggest thing is like, I thought he was going to be loyal to Michigan. And I mean, he went there, he's won a championship there. When he went there, Michigan is like in the gutter compared to where they're at
yeah,
now.
yeah, and you know, there's just a lot of stuff going on with Michigan right now. They got
Yeah.
some violations they're facing, so they're getting investigated for some stuff, and I don't think Harbaugh wanted to be part of that. I don't really know what all that's about, and that ain't gonna be Harbaugh's problem no more.
Yeah.
So he's with the Chargers.
I think Michigan did a very good thing in promoting more though,
Oh yeah,
promoting from within.
yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great hire. I think you know they hire a familiar face in the locker room. So you know it's not like a Alabama thing that happened. Where these guys are leaving, but you know I think it was just a great hire.
And with I know the deadline for the transfer portal's coming up, but since Harbaugh left, Michigan now has 30 days
Yeah,
open for the transfer portal for a
mhm,
coaching change. So
right.
I'm interested to see how many of those guys leave with it being a promotion from within.
I don't think I haven't seen anybody,
Me neither.
transfer yet, which is crazy because
But they might be,
As
yeah,
soon as Nick Saban said he was gone,
yeah,
uh, there was a few that, entered the transfer portal right then and there.
yeah. You need to watch the Kalen DeBoer, Pat McAfee
Yeah,
interview yesterday.
I've been meaning to watch it.
I watched it and it was really interesting listening to him because he was talking about how everybody's putting out the perception that Alabama's losing everybody. He's like, dude, yeah, 20
Yeah,
something guys are transferring out, but you got to look at all the guys that have stayed. There's over
right,
80 roster spots.
right.
There's a ton of scholarships. A lot of these
Mhm.
guys are staying.
And I
They're
also
bringing in
saw,
guys
yeah,
from Washington,
yeah.
you know.
And I also saw that he said that, before we could ever reach out to these guys, they was already gone.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of like, well, dang, you know,
I don't like that either.
yeah, like,
I
come
I
on now.
think I think you got to give somebody a chance. I mean,
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, yeah,
the
Nick
guy the
Saban,
guy's 104-12 in his college coaching career.
yeah, I mean,
You know you're gonna win ball games. He was in the national
yeah,
championship.
yeah, right. And yeah, Nick Saban is the GOAT, but like, this guy, he knows ball, I mean, I don't
Yeah,
think Alabama wouldn't have hired him for no reason.
right. I mean, I understand that a lot of those wins came when he was at Sioux Falls, which is like NAIA,
Yeah.
but college
But
football is college football.
right, yeah. I mean, if what'd you say his record was? 104-12.
Yeah,
I mean, if you only
that's insane.
lose, yeah, 12. If you're winning 100 games and losing only 12 games, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
And
care who you are.
apparently, from what McAfee said, he went and he spent an entire day at Washington while DeBoer was there, and he said that he was blown away that he you could tell he cares and that players care about him. And you know another interesting thing that I want to bring up. So DeBoer only has 12 losses. He spent 2 seasons at Fresno State.
Mhm.
He lost 6 games at Fresno State.
Right.
6 games in 2 years
Yeah.
at Fresno State. That's impressive in itself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he lost 3 games at Washington.
Was
That's nine other losses right there. So he only had I think he might have only had 2 or 3 losses when he was at um when he was in the NAIA at
right?
Sioux Falls.
Was he coaching Derek Carr at the time? Or was this much later? It might have been much later.
But are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Derek Carr went to Fresno State.
Yeah, he did, but he went to Fresno State in like 2010. DeBoer was at Fresno State for 2 years before he went to Washington.
Okay, so it was much later.
I'm sorry, I thought you were playing.
No,
No,
sorry.
he coached Jake Hayner for a year or two.
Okay. You know who else went to Fresno State?
Devontae Adams.
Yeah, him too. I was gonna say Aaron Judge.
I don't care. I hate the but is there anything else you want to talk about? My phone's on 2%.
Oh man, no man. I think that we about covered it all until the next video, until the next
Yeah,
recap.
I kind of want to do another video speaking about college football and their coaching changes and everything because we did film a video, but it ended up not coming out the way we wanted it to and we scrapped it.
Yeah.
So I do want y'all to know that we did have a video about Nick Saban and Kalen DeBoer and everything.
Hmm.
So I kind of want to refilm that video and talk
Yeah,
about
that's
it. I
fine.
know it's a few weeks past, but we did film one and it just ended up not coming out. So
Yeah, that's all good.
maybe maybe tomorrow or the next day we can film it and get it out there for everybody.
Yeah, I ain't doing anything tomorrow, so at least
Yeah,
not right
yeah,
now. So
yeah. Well, all right. Well, we appreciate y'all tuning in. The few of y'all that will. if y'all don't mind liking and subscribing and sharing it. That's how we get most of our views is just sharing the video. This is a small platform right now, so
Yeah,
we're
we on
hoping that
YouTube, X, which was known as Twitter, and
Instagram
Instagram. So I also want to
and
give
we're
out. What would you say?
no, you go ahead.
I was going to give a special shout out to my boy Chad Helton. Uh, he he made our design, our Sports Zone Media design logo.
Yeah,
Just a shout out to him and shout out to his ministry. It's Crazy Faith Design on Facebook, and I think he's on TikTok as well. He might be on some other stuff, but that's all I know of right now. So just a shout out
yeah,
to him and the help that he's given to us as we try to grow our podcast.
yeah. And we're thinking about making a TikTok and Facebook. Um, we probably will make a TikTok account. I'm kind of
Yeah,
debating the Facebook account, so you'll be
we'll
looking out
see.
for that as well.
Yeah. So just like, share, subscribe, and just
See y'all next time.
yep. See y'all.